Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. What three things do you want to accomplish this year? Before the end of this calendar year, what three things would you like to accomplish? And think about it. It could be life, it could be work, it could be business, it could be to do with children, it could be travel, it could be relationships, it could be moving house, moving country, savings, investments. It could be literally anything health wise, anything at all. And we're coming up to summer solstice. I'm so excited. Okay. And I'm a winter baby, but my mum was summer. So summer solstice is coming up. And also we're going into the Cancer season as well, okay, for astrologically wise, we'll say. And it's absolutely exciting and incredible, but also it's kind of the halfway mark, isn't it? Because then after summer solstice, we've got autumn equinox, and then we've got winter solstice. So summer solstice is coming up in a couple of days. And so I want you to focus on three things, not 50 million, just three things. Now, you can choose any category whatsoever, okay? And I want you to share with me and tell me what you're focusing on. Let me cheerlead you on. So my Instagram handle is Rebecca.x187. I'd love to hear from you. But choose what category. You could have one for travel. So where do you want to travel? Is it local, in your town, in your city, in your state, in your county? Is it in your country? Do you want to go abroad? Where do you want to go? What do you want to experience? Who are you going with? How long are you going to stay there? And focus on photos and videos, So that could be the travel thing. It could be you want to learn something new. So do you want to learn a new skill to upskill and then get a new job? Could it be you want to learn a language, or you want to learn how to cook something new? You want to go on a cooking class or something like that. I know some of them you can do abroad as well. And, really think about different things. In your job, do you want to go for a promotion? Do you want to leave the job and go somewhere else? Do you want to set up your own business? Do you want to move house? Pick three that you want to focus on, because, having a multitude list is huge. And I'll share with you what I do, okay? But obviously that might be a bit overwhelming for you and for your brain, maybe. Or you might be in alignment and going, I'm going to do what Rebecca's doing because that's me. But sometimes, we can have so many things on our list, right? We can have this and that. And you feel, if you don't accomplish them all, that you're just like, nah, well, I've not done 50%, or you know what I mean? And so it can kind of get you down. Whereas my question to you on this podcast episode is, what three things would you like to accomplish? Okay. And one of them, I want you to push yourself a little bit further. So it may feel a little bit out of reach, but you're going to push yourself to go that little bit further. Like, can that actually be done by December 31st? Obviously I've said the calendar year, not the astrological year and not the lunar year. All right, I'm talking about the calendar year. So really, really think about it, okay? But what I want you to not do is have a go at yourself if you don't complete them. This isn't a challenge. This isn't like a competition. This is like, what three things do you and would you want to accomplish before the end of the calendar year? What would feel good to you? If you would like to write a book, connect with me because I can publish it for you. But if you would like to write a book, how about you write down that you'd love to, write 2 or 3 chapters, or you want to do so many pages of the book, or you want to be able to design something, you know what I mean? Really think about it and go choose something that's fun as well. You know, in the three, choose at least one of them has to be fun, because bringing the fun factor into what you're doing will make you smile. Like, you can tell I'm smiling while I'm recording this right now, because it's like, yay, it's amazing. And it won't be dull and boring. And therefore, you know, like when you're doing something, it's like watching milk boil on the stove, and it's like, seriously, just hurry up. It's like, ugh, you know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to feel like that either. So allow summer solstice and the energy of summer solstice, and then Cancer's the day after, to really, really plow you through. You know, Cancer's a water sign, so it's like, go with the flow, let's go. But you know, it really does make people smile. Summer solstice is something amazing. And if you don't live in the UK, you might not know about this, so I'm going to share it with you anyway. Summer solstice, in England, we have what's known as Stonehenge. It's in Wiltshire. It's just, put it in your search engine, you'll find it. And it is one of the wonders of the world, people have said. And I've been so many times, it's unbelievable. And it's incredible. And what they do on summer solstice, they allow people to go near the stones and to actually have ceremonies and to, you know, do their chants or their songs or their prayers or whatever around the stones, you know, their rituals and things like that. Whereas usually if you're a tourist, they have a rope around or something around the stones. You're not allowed to go in there and touch them and stuff like that, you know, because they're sacred and all that. But, you know, in summer solstice is really, really good. And I personally love Glastonbury tour. Not Glastonbury music at the farm. I'm on about Glastonbury tour. So the tour is on the hill. So you've got to climb up the hill. There's many ways of getting up there. And that is so sacred. It's unbelievable. I absolutely love Glastonbury tour. And I cannot wait to see people's photographs for Glastonbury tour and Stonehenge as well. But Glastonbury tour is very spiritual. It's amazing and incredible. And summer solstice is just a beautiful time to reflect on what has been, reflect on, you know, the calendar year that you've lived so far. And obviously it's great to actually ramp up and have a look at what you can actually attain and what you can achieve over the next course of the calendar year itself. So it's a wonderful, wonderful time to kind of spur on. It's really positive, it's high energy, it's amazing and incredible, and it's something that I encourage you to do. Over this period, what I would say is kind of take your time making any decisions that you've got. Don't go spur of the moment, like, yeah, straight away to something. Like, take your time, sleep on it, give it a couple of days and then decide what you want to do. Just so that as we go into summer solstice, you can be sure about what you're doing. You're not sat on the fence, but you're giving yourself time in the grace period to think about it more. But really think about what 3 things you'd like to accomplish for the rest of the year. And the one thing that I wanted to share with you, what I do at the beginning of the calendar year, I have a 100 list and I write down everything, you know, personal, professional, everything I want to do for the year. Sometimes I fill them all in. At the moment, I'm up to like 84 things that I've got written down. Some of them have already been ticked off, which is awesome. But I've never written 100 down and accomplished all 100. Okay, so this is why I said before, it may actually be a little bit too much for your brain, but actually you might resonate with it. So do what feels great to you. But I would definitely, even in my 100 list, I'm going to pick out 3 things that I definitely want to accomplish off the list before the end of the year. Okay, so it could be personal, professional, could be about your life, relationships, it could be anything at all. But let me know how you're getting on. I would love to cheerlead you on. Tag me in your photos and, on Instagram that you've completed something, you've achieved one of your three or two of your three or even all three. That would be incredible. I am here to cheerlead you. Go to Rebecca.x.biz.com. All the things are on there for you to improve your life, to really up level, heal, set goals, change your mindset, do all the things. I'm so proud of everything that is on the website, including the journals and the kids' journals as well. Guided journals for children. Absolutely amazing. I love everything I'm creating for everybody and the value that I'm giving to the world whilst I'm here. So I'm sending you lots of love. Instagram handle is Rebecca.Adams187. So come on and follow me. I'll follow you back and tag me in all of your accomplishments. I'll see you on the next one.